Hey, it's the Wealthy Expat here, helping you lower your taxes, getting a second residence, second citizenship, and overall improving your freedom in this chaotic world. In this video, let's look at the 7 easy second residences to pursue in 2022. We're heading into the new year. Maybe you're watching this already a couple of months after, and you're looking at other countries to potentially escape your high tax country, or your country is just not having enough freedoms like before, too many restrictions. Where can you go? Get an easy residence permit that doesn't require that much time spent on the ground. If you're gonna renew it, maybe they require you some time, but you at least have a base somewhere else that could potentially lead towards citizenship as well. So let's cover the top 7 right now. The first one up, the one that I talk about so many times here on the channel, I'm gonna talk about it shortly. There are 2 ways of getting this residence permit in Dubai and the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, where I'm currently in right now. There are 2 simple ways of getting a 3-year residence permit in this zero tax jurisdiction. Very free, very open, and you can enjoy the amazing weather that we have here in winter. There's the first way. Starting a company in a free zone in Dubai, it takes you about a month, costs you around 10 to 15,000 US dollars, and the whole process is very smooth. You get a residency stamped on your passport as well as an Emirates ID for a 3-year period. And the company is just one option. You also have the real estate option. Right now they have a discounted rate of 205,000 US dollars or more in property, which comes out to 750,000 UAE dirham. That might increase to 1 million dirham. That was the original price. They dropped it down to 750,000 in order to welcome more wealthy people, welcome more expats. They also have the expo going on over the next couple of months. So there's definitely a lot of tourists, a lot of people coming to Dubai, and they want to make sure that they integrate a lot more people into the culture. They want to welcome more expats into this amazing place and have more people that have money, obviously invest in the real estate market, grow the real estate overall. And they have a lot of new projects, specifically Emar, the leading company creating projects, apartments, villas here in Dubai. They're always coming up with new projects and new developments. So definitely they want people to invest in those projects. The price might come up in the next couple of months, but that is the price right now for the real estate route. The second place, which I absolutely love, I've talked about it for a couple of times here on the channel, in Europe, in Western Europe, that is Portugal. You can get a very easy Portugal golden visa. It entitles you to a temporary residence permit in the whole of the Schengen area, as well as permanent residence after 5 years and citizenship after 5 or 6 years. You can definitely apply for Portuguese citizenship, and you don't even need to spend that much time in the country. It's only 7 to 14 days per year, and you can easily get the golden visa. If you're looking at doing a bank deposit or doing it the easiest way possible, you're looking at 1.5 million euro into a Portuguese bank account, and you can apply for the golden visa, or you can do the 500,000 investment fund option or the 500,000 property option. Unfortunately, in 2022, we will see exactly what changes come. I will update you as soon as I can, but right now, Lisbon, Porto, and the Algarve region, the beautiful beach region of Portugal, they are excluded from the real estate. So unfortunately, you cannot buy there anymore. And I have a lot of people coming to me saying, I wish they would extend it maybe 6 more months, 12 more months. We will see what happens with Portugal. We will see what the government says in terms of the golden visa and investment into these regions. I will let you know if they change their mind or if they extend it a little bit more. But if you want the easiest way of getting it, then it's just 1.5 million into a Portuguese bank account and you get your Portugal golden visa. The processing time, you're looking at 8 to 9 months in order to get your initial residence permit from the moment that you start the application. The next residence permit, specifically for people in North America, I have a lot of Americans asking me if I'm going to talk more about this country, if I can help them about this country. A lot of Canadians as well. Very, very popular place that a lot of expats go to, and now a lot more wealthy expats are going to, is Mexico. One of the easiest places in the world to get a second residence permit. All you have to show is that in the last 12 months you've had bank statements with a minimum of around 27,200 US dollars. So basically, if you've had $27,200 in your bank account over the last 12 months, you can easily apply for a temporary residence by economic solvency, meaning that you're not going to live off the government. You're going to actually spend your own money in Mexico, or you can show that you've earned around 1,634 US dollars per month for the last 6 months. Very easy for people that are watching this channel. If you can prove that, you can get a temporary residence permit in Mexico. Mexico is an absolutely beautiful country with many cities, many different climates available, and obviously there's very popular areas like Playa del Carmen, Cancun, Tulum for some people. I know a lot of people don't like Tulum, but there are some people that absolutely love it, so it really depends on your taste. Many different places, many different people going to Mexico. Very easy to get that residence permit. If you want to actually live in Mexico, learn Spanish, integrate yourself into the culture, then you can later on apply for Mexican citizenship and a Mexican passport, which is actually a really good passport. I mentioned it in a video that I did before on the most underrated passports in the world. The Mexican is one of the most underrated. You have access to a lot of parts of the world, and it's a passport that a lot of people think, oh, it's a really bad passport, I don't want to get that. Actually, it's pretty good, and you do get access to most of the world with it. There are some countries like the US, which are obviously hard to get a visa for, but you have access to most of the Western world and a lot of other countries that are quite hard to visit with other passports. The next country up, for those of you looking for a small, beautiful country to get property in that you could potentially have a temporary residence permit. You don't care that much about having citizenship from this country because they are making very hard, and you do need to have a lot of ties to the country and learn the language. Is very hard to learn. I've been there and it's quite hard to understand it and everything. That is Montenegro. Montenegro gives you a residence permit by buying any livable real estate, any livable property. So you could go to Kotor, which is a beautiful bay, or you could go to Budva, which is the beautiful beach region of Montenegro. I actually took a road trip all over Montenegro. Absolutely beautiful, stunning country, great people, great food, quite cheap. They do use the euro, so the prices are a little bit higher than, let's say, Serbia or other countries like Albania, but it's definitely a great place to spend time in. And you can get a property for 80,000 euro, 100,000 euro, 200,000 euro. You can get a luxury property. So definitely many options, and you can have that property as your summer property, or you could have it as just a 1 month, 2 month, a year property. You can definitely benefit from that, and you can rent it through Airbnb. Summer is very, very popular in the coastal regions like Kotor and Budva, so you can definitely rent it out for the summer in Airbnb, and you can go whenever you like and enjoy the beautiful weather, the amazing nature, and just the overall great ambience of the country. The next country up, or I'd say territory, British overseas territory, is the Cayman Islands, specifically for higher net worth investors and people that want to get real estate at a higher level. You're looking at about a $1.2 million real estate investment, or a $2.4 million real estate investment if you're looking at permanent residence in the Cayman Islands. Absolutely beautiful place with really good infrastructure compared to other places in the Caribbean. It attracts a lot of crypto investors because there are no capital gains taxes, no personal income tax, no corporate tax, absolutely no taxes at all. Don't we love these tax-free countries? I absolutely love them, like the UAE, Cayman Islands, Monaco, all amazing. The Cayman Islands attracts a lot of people. I'm actually helping a client right now get permanent residence with a villa purchase, beautiful villa for $2.6 million. Absolutely stunning. He's going to spend some weeks and months there in the summers, or just whenever it gets too cold in other parts of the world. He's going to go to the Cayman Islands and enjoy, and you only need to spend 1 day in the country with the permanent residence, $2.4 million investment, and you get that for life, basically. If you actually spend time in the Cayman Islands and you integrate yourself to the culture, you can get a British overseas passport in 5 years, and then that could potentially lead to a UK passport later on if you decide that you want to have a UK passport. With the temporary residence of 1.2 million or more, you need to stay 30 days per year in the Cayman Islands, which is not hard. Cayman Islands is a little bit boring. Obviously, you have that island lifestyle, but it's one of those best island chains in the Caribbean that you can definitely spend a lot of time in every single year. The next country up, one that I've been to, and I've been to many different cities in this country. I absolutely love it. I love the wine. I love the food. I love the amazingly cheap prices and the luxury that you get for very cheap prices. That is the Republic of Georgia, with the capital Tbilisi, and some other places that you might know like Batumi or Kazbegi. Batumi being the one that a lot of real estate developers push in order to buy property there. I actually wanted to buy an apartment there in Batumi, but ended up not pulling through. Actually, I'm very happy that I did that because it was right before this whole situation around the world happened, so probably I wouldn't be able to sell that property or rent it out, so it was good that I didn't actually buy there. But I would recommend buying in the capital, in Tbilisi. If you want to get a residence permit, all you need to invest is $100,000 or more, and you get a residence permit. This residence permit, unfortunately, it is very hard for it to lead to actual citizenship. Citizenship of Georgia is only acquired after 10 years of living in Georgia, learning the Georgian language, and actually making it very hard in order to become a Georgian citizen. So you probably won't look at that, but to have a residence permit in a place that is very interesting, it's definitely developing. It still has that Soviet vibe where it's just run down apartments and run down buildings, and you still have a little bit of danger going on. I still love the country. I think Tbilisi is an amazing capital. It's not one of those countries where I want to spend too much time, and I wouldn't recommend wealthy expats spend too much of their time, but definitely a great option if you're not looking at, let's say, Western Europe or EU countries or Latin America or Caribbean. You're looking at more of a little bit more grit, and you want to explore a little bit, have a little bit different adventurous experience, then definitely Georgia offers that, and the food and the prices and absolutely everything is amazing. And if you love wine, you're gonna fall in love with the Republic of Georgia. And the last visa or residence permit that I want to talk about for 2022, it's a country that a lot of people love to spend their winters in. Now has been quite close. I actually spent 7 months in the country while I was stuck because of the situation happening in the world. And it's a country that I really love. It's a country that when it comes to going on a vacation or just spending time in their beautiful islands and beaches, definitely one that a lot of people consider, and a lot of people actually retire to this country. It is still a third world country, and unless you're looking at the capital, some of the places are much more run down. They are underdeveloped compared to other countries that we talk about here, but still extremely interesting, extremely attractive to many people. That is Thailand, with their Thai Elite visa. From an investment or actually a donation of around $17,700, it could run you up all the way to around $60,000 depending how much time you want to spend in the country. If you want to do the 5-year permit, basically you can go in and out of Thailand with the Thai Elite visa. You also get free massages, you get picked up from the airport, you get treated like an elite and like the top tier tourist that you could potentially be treated as, but they don't treat you the same as if, for example, you were married to a Thai citizen or you had a business in Thailand. For example, when this whole situation started happening around the world, Thai Elite visa holders were not let into Thailand. Around April 2020, May 2020, Thai Elite visa holders could not get into Thailand, where other people with other types of visas could get into Thailand. So you are treated much better than any other tourist, much better than, let's say, a retiree. But there are still some downsides about it. Thailand is a very nationalistic country, and they don't like foreigners that much, even though they have visas like this that you can potentially live in Thailand, stay in Thailand as long as you want. I have multiple clients that have actually applied for the Thai Elite visa. It is, after all, Thailand. It is a country that has never been colonized, a country that has never been dominated, and they are very proud of their heritage, proud of their king, and proud of their culture that is not tainted, let's say tainted, quote unquote, by other people and expats. And those are the 7 easy second residence permit that you can look at for 2022 that me and my clients are definitely looking at and actually processing. If you want help with any of these second residence permits, or you want to get a second citizenship, move abroad, lower your taxes, do anything in the wealthy expat lifestyle, click that first link in the description, talk to me one-on-one. Let's set up the second residence permits for you. Let's get you a second citizenship. Let's help you lower your taxes down to 0% legally by having a base in a place like Dubai, for example, or Portugal if it comes to crypto. I'll help you with absolutely everything. Just click that first link, book a one-on-one call with me, and check the video that is going to pop up right here. It is the top 3 places my clients, my wealthiest people, the wealthiest people that I talk to, and the richest people in the world, where are they moving to in order to pay 0% tax? Check it out right there. It's going to be a square right here. Where are the top richest people in the world moving to lower their taxes? Subscribe, hit that notification bell, that like button down below, comment below your questions that you have about any of these places, or if you're actually a holder of any of these residence permits. I'm the Wealthy Expat. I will see you on the next video.